Oh, hello.
I love that. Hello, all. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Myriasphere Origins. If this is your first time, I am Daniel, the host. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. As if you don't know, my channels, I usually go reviews and stuff like that. But today I want to do something special. Today I want to do a little thing because right now, if you don't know, 14's Endwalker is about to launch literally tomorrow at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning for my time, anyways. For some people, I think California it's 1, and Eastern is 4. If I got that right. I don't know. But so yeah, um, I just wanted to do a little bit of feelings. I tried to do a video with the launch because they relaunched the 1.0 trailer. But every time I would get it done and I would watch it through, the trailer was absolutely skippy. It was really, really bad. I don't know why my computer does this, but I have a really powerful computer, so I don't know why it does it. It's either the internet or it's StreamYards. So what we'll do is tonight I am doing a live stream with my brother. We're gonna cover our experiences with MMOs and how much we love Final Fantasy from when we started Final Fantasy 7 until we get our first MMO, Final Fantasy 11 in high school and so on. We're gonna cover that tonight about 7, 8-ish. So I hope you could join us for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we're gonna cover just stuff. We're gonna watch a couple of videos from some of the other people in the community that have been doing some stuff that are really, really funny and really awesome. There's one that's an animated opening music video that they made. We'll watch that, and it's really freaking fantastic. They do a fucking awesome job. Excuse my language if you have a problem with that. I'm sorry, but I'm not a PG channel, so I will apologize if I swear a lot. As you can see, there's a certain language that I but anyways, thank you. God, I've been around kind of since 1.0. I didn't finish 1.0. I I've said this before in some streams when I talked about 14 years. I got into it in the military. I remember when it launched the first 1.0 trailer, and we're watching that later tonight on the live stream. And it blew me away. I was so excited because I played Final Fantasy 11 and I fucking loved 11. I loved it all through high school. And so when 14 was announced, I was so excited. You know, I accidentally bought like 5 physical copy of the collector's edition. I'll get into that a little later. How fucking dumb I felt accidentally buying all those. I still have a couple somewhere or in storage. Um, God, it was such a long. It's been 11 years. 11 years, people. It's amazing. Um, I was barely out of boot camp. I think I was literally getting ready for my first deployment when 14 was announced, and I started to play it. Um, God, it was such a good time. It wasn't the greatest game. 1.0 it had a lot of problems, and anybody who's ever played it knows. Like the story was pretty good, but like the market was horrible because you had to get your own little guys and you had to sell it through the guys. So you had to go to each person trying to find out what people were selling. There's no market board. That was freaking annoying. And everything was super expensive. And then you had I made money through crystals. I would sell crystals. And then you had how you leveled was these leave quests. And what you would do is you'd go to a crystal, like like a teleportation crystals, but you would go there, you would talk to the crystal, it would say leave quest, and you would click on it, and you'd click combat, and you would kick, there'd be like 5 quests. It would be like 5 level 1 quests in the city or something like that. To level 5, and then I think it was like level 10. I think it was 1, 5, and 10. And then at 10, you would do done, and then you would go outside the city. No, it was like 1 and 5. And then 10, I think, was outside the city. If I remember right. You'd go to your first crystal outside the city, and then and it was the same quest over and over and over and over and over. And you'd only have a limit so much you could do at a day. I can't remember what the limit was, but you can only do so many a day. God, it was a grind fest. Oh my god, it was horrible. But I think I got to like level. I had a Lalafell was my first character, and I got to like level. I think 20s as a lancer, if I remember right. Is my first playthrough, and then I was about to deploy, so I had to put everything away and deploy. So I had to quit, and I never ended up going back. At that point, I got a room. I went overseas. I went to Iraq with 310 on the Marine Corps that are arty unit. I was infantry who got sent with them because they needed people to help them with convoy security. So a bunch of people from different units were sent out with this arty unit to help them in their deployment. And me and this other guy from weapons company, who was a huge WoW player, he showed me WoW, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you, when I get back, why don't we play WoW again?" We became roommates when we came back until I went back to my original unit. We were roommates for several months, and he was one of those WoW players that was horde only. If anybody knows who plays WoW, you have certain people are hardcore Alliance and hardcore Horde, and if you play Alliance and Horde, you're a traitor. So I played Horde with him, and I really started to like it. I think I played it all the way up till like Mista Pandaras when I quit playing WoW. And I was a troll, Beastmaster, and it was okay. WoW it was decent until and then when I moved back to my other unit, I started playing Alliance characters, a dwarf, of course, because I love fucking dwarves. And then he was all mad at me because I did that. Oh, this crazy dude, man. He was a good dude though. Um, and then I got deployed my second time, and after I got back from deployment my second time, 2.0 was being announced. And so what I did was I was like super excited for 2.0. And so we got into 2.0, and it just blew my mind. Everything was better. Story was far better. I just got into it, and I played and I played it and I played it and I played it. Every moment I was off work, I played it. And at the time I lived in the barracks, and I was single, no children. I was in the military, so I'd work when I had to work, and when I were off, I was off. So if you know anything about the infantry, we don't do much when we're back in this, unless we're on the field. So we literally just sit in our rooms half the time, just waiting for something to tell us to do something. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So 1.0, 2.0 was announced and launched, and I played the hell out of that. And then I had to stop playing because I went to college and I didn't have the money for it. So when I moved out, I got my own place with my brother, and I didn't really play it at that point. I was playing other stuff, and I was doing college, and so I didn't really get back into it for a long time. I think Heaven's Sword was almost done. I think they just announced Stormblood, and I was like, "Oh crap! I haven't been into it since 2.0." So I jumped back in. I realized at that point I was on a Japanese server. I leveled a warrior all the way up to 50 in the Japanese server, so I couldn't understand anything that was going on. So I said, "You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to pay to get my guy transferred to a different, shard or whatever. I'm going to just create a new character." So I created a new character on Genova, and I started playing. I went all the way through 2.0, and I started in Hellsword, beat through Heaven's Sword, and Stormblood was released. So I went all the way through Stormblood. I love 14, man. I'm an off and on, like a lot of players. They get on for a while, then they leave. They get back on for a while, and then they leave because you don't want to burn out. And sometimes it was because of burnout. I was just tired, and I needed to do something else. So I stopped playing that, and I started playing something else. But pretty much 14 has always been that game that I always end up going back to, and how much I love that game. It's my MMO. This is my MMO. I don't care about World of Warcraft anymore. I could care less about anything it does. And I haven't been back since Miss of Pandora, so I've heard only bad things, so I don't care. But man, Final Fantasy 11, I don't have enough time in a day for that game. Later on, me and my brother will go over some of the stuff on 11. We're going to talk about our experiences. We're going to talk about more in the 14, like how much, like what's our jobs that we loved, like what we really enjoyed about Shadowbringers. So we're going to go over Shadowbringers. My brother joined right when Shadowbringers was getting released. And I transferred over to his server, Siren, which was what I'm on now. My little Lalafell freaking psycho is on. I love playing Lalafell because I can play like this like cute little freaking nut job. I can like run around either as a warrior, dark knight, or freaking black mage and explode shit and be like, "Hi." It's fun, and I can't wait to play fucking Lalafell Reaper. That's gonna be sick. Little dude's gonna walk up like pull out a big old fucking scythe, and he's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" Like, hello. Ah! I'm gonna take out your knees. Oh my god, I have a lot of fun in this game, and the community, the development team, Yoshi P, and all those guys have been just godsends, and the much love and joy they've shown us in their game and their baby, because this is Yoshi P's baby. Okay, he has shown us that he loves not just us, but he loves this game. He loves what he's crafted. He's not just about the money, it's not about the corporation, it's about the players, it's about the experience, it's about the community. And I don't even want to call it the community. I agree with Gary for Nerdrotic. He doesn't like the word community, it's too much fucking commie word. Fellowship is what we like. And 14 has the greatest fellowship among players and among content creators I have ever seen. Like, I don't really see the much drama. Like, yeah, there's some players on there that like do stupid stuff. You'll see in the comment section. That's why I ignore shout. It's easy. I literally don't even have on my chat boxes literally FC and party. That's it. And say. So if someone's like talk to me and say or tell, you can But that's it. Like I don't like listen to all the shouts, the spams. I try to block anybody who does the whole gill spamming thing. Um, but this game has been a huge part of my life in the last 11 years. Literally, what I've done from the military, I went to wars, come back, went to college, dropped out of college because it was to those who are like me, college became just a waste of time and money. And I kept switching different profession because I didn't know what I wanted to do because all I knew was my military experience. I thought maybe cop, maybe teacher, maybe this, maybe that, and then finally I was just like, I just suck at this. I hate books. Well, I love books. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love reading, but I hate sitting there in a classroom with a book in my hand. I need to do stuff, and so I left and I got married. I met my wife. She's beautiful. She's a nurse, traveling nurse. She has to work in a local hospital and she works a ton. And so at the time I was working security, and our little one, Myriasphere, was born, and we couldn't afford babysitting anymore. So I left and became stay-at-home dad. I'm working on my book. I'm trying to start this channel, trying to get this channel to get launched. If I would just have the internet that could hold up. That's the only thing that's hurting me right now, I think, is our internet. And we're planning on moving to a new house. So that's what I'm planning on. If we get to a new house that has an office space that I can actually sit down and really get, it's right now I'm in my living room. But as soon as we can get an office space that I can make my own, I'm going to deck that office out, and I'm going to get me the best internet I could possibly get in a crappy town. And so I could do really good videos, and I'm gonna get editing program. I got me a good gaming computer now. This gaming computer is like a $5,000 worth gaming computer, and I bought it for my brother for I think 2,500. So my brother was freaking awesome. He needed to sell it. He was planning on getting some more, and so I bought it from him. And I have two beautiful screens here, and I'm just like, man, now I need to start doing some good stuff. But I've been really focused on my book the last week. I got like 4 chapters done in it, and I'm doing editing for it. And I am talking with Red Gaze, who's another YouTuber, um, about maybe start an Indiegogo for my book because I may have to just to get it done. I may not have a choice. But other than that, back to the 14. Um, I love watching 14 content creators. There's a couple videos we'll watch later tonight in the live stream with my brother. One's the anime openings theme these guys did. We'll have all when we do our live stream, we'll have it all in the description where you can find these people. We have one that's like who talks about Tataru is the evil one. She's the true. She what we have a theory craft going on. Tataru was another Lalafell, little cute little Lalafell girl, and she's always been like this sweet little, you know, but she's always in the background. Everybody's like, she's really the evil one. Just watch. It's hilarious. But we'll watch that. We're gonna watch a couple other videos from other people, and then just hang out and just talk about our feelings about the last 11 years. Man, I have kids now. I'm married, and my oldest is now my oldest is 6 and 5 and almost a year. Like literally in 2 months, he'll be a year old. God, Myriasphere almost a year old. You may believe that, guys. And my stepkids are 15 and 13. So it's crazy. All this stuff has happened in the last 11 years. Jobs, life, college, but always there was that 14. 14 has been a constant, almost constant in my life. It's a place for me to go escape. For a lot of people, it's a place, especially in this whole fucking crazy shit, pandemic and everything. It's a place for us just to get away from everything, to get with people that don't have the same life experiences of like the rest of us, and just hang out, have fun. And I just got with this new guild, or I should say, free company. It's a guild, pretty much, and that's almost full of Lolafells. It's freaking. I'm having a blast with them, and I'm just having a good time now. Because before, the game was really boring when you do it by yourself. I was almost pretty much a solo player for so long because I had a guild and it would die, and then I get another guild and it would die, and then or they would be doing their own thing, and I was kind of an outsider, so I never could get into them. But man, I'll tell you what, getting with a group of just like almost all Lolafells, there's no, there, there's there's a reason that certain players that play Lolafells are people who just want to have fun and do crazy shit. And when you get a whole group of them together, it is a blast. One of them just had the guild leader, I believe, had a wedding, and we all went to like literally. I just got in a guild, and like next day he's like, "Hey, want to go to my wedding?" Like, sure. And I went to his wedding, and it was a lot of fun. We had pictures, and everyone was dancing. I didn't do any video because it's not, I didn't want to do that. Because I'm new. I don't want to be like, "Hey, I'm a small channel content creator. Can I videotape your wedding?" And it'd be kind of weird and awkward. So I just said, no, I won't do that. I told them all that I do content creation, but I will make sure I get their permission before I do anything. Like soon I want to do map. We do maps all the time now, which helps. It helps my guild because I am a poor bastard. 14. Like all these people are like, "Hey, I make millions. It's so easy." I'm usually like 400,000. Like, and I go down like the 30K, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then I go back up to like 500K, and I go back down, and back up, and back down. Ugh. But I'm not an in-game ranger or anything. I hope in Endwalker that with this new guild, there's a lot of really good players, and I hope I can have the time, especially with Myriasphere, hopefully get more independent now that he's almost won. So I don't have to constantly. God, I love my boy, but man, I gotta constantly hold that child in my arms. It's hard to play 14 when you got a child in one arm who's like. I love my Myriasphere, but I'm gonna I'm hoping to get him. I'm hoping to get my stepson into 14 soon. He's got my old laptop, so I'm hoping I can once everything is stable and we got like a new office space, I hope I'm gonna get them a computer, have him set up in my office with me, and him to play 14 with me at the same time. It will be fucking, especially if we get better internet. There's so much stuff that I want to do, and I can't wait to do it with all of you. And I can't wait to experience finally the end. Well, not the final end, but the end of the Zodiac and Hydaelyn story. 11 years of buildup. Shadowbringers is done. Right now, the maintenance is going on. And I will tell you, Shadowbringers was an emotional coaster. It had so many points that just it hits you right in the heart. It was like Heavensworn. Heavensworn was also that, you had characters that died in Heavensworn, and you were impacted. And most games don't do that. Well, a lot of stories nowadays don't do that. They don't want to risk killing off main characters that people love because they're afraid that people will reject the game or the show or the movie because that character's gone. But 14 did it right. They honored the characters. They made you like it hurt when the one. I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't played it. The Heaven Sword stuff. But there's a person that dies, sacrifices himself for you in Heaven Sworn, and you were just like, holy shit. And then Stormblood, I think, was not as good because a lot of people wanted a massive like battlefield where you and them face off in big war. That's what I wanted, like cool battlefields, but didn't really have that to the much of extent. But I can understand. And now it's the end. Literally 3 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. What's tonight? But 3 a.m. is when Heaven's Stormblood, not Storm, I'm sorry, Shadowbringers is done and Endwalker begins. And I probably won't be able to play until the morning because I have kids and there's no way I'm staying up till 3. I did it the other night playing Halo and I regretted it all day yesterday. But I logged out and all right at the end so that I could get up, switch my jobs, get Reaper, try out Reaper for a while. If I like it, sweet. If I don't, then I'm gonna go to Summoner, try out Summoner, see how it goes. Monk Monk has been pretty much my main since fucking forever. I think 1.0 I began as a monk and I constantly went as monk. Eventually I would switch jobs and then I would end up going back to monk. So we'll see. Changes of monk look really interesting. I just it's been a long, long 11 years and it's been up and it's been down for a lot of people, especially in this time period. It's been a lot. It's been hard on people, and just thank God that we've had this game and this community, this fellowship to really grow together to become something more than it's blown me away. And now we're going into the final chapter, and I am almost sad a little bit because it's like an end to a decade, an end to a chapter of my life, and how's it going to end, and what's going to happen next? Because they said it's going to continue, and they're planning on the next 10 years. Who knows where we're going to be? I'm already 30 freaking 4. And 11 years ago, I was literally I was 23. Yeah, God, that was such a long. I was literally about to. God, wow, it was a long time ago. God, this game has been, and I can't wait to see what they come out next. I'm excited. I'm stoked to see where we go. And back there, you can see I found that at the store at the one of our local stores the other day, and I had to pick it up. It's the art book for the Heavensworn. My God, it was so good. Look at there's parts of that book that there's like when they made the Aura, and like some of the other like designs they had for it. I'm like, I wish they picked that. That would be really cool. Like they had like full on lizard people, and I'm like, oh, that would be cool. But they didn't choose that, so I was like, oh. But anyways, um, God, I don't know if I'm going buddy guy anymore. I don't know yet. I don't have any Fantasia, so unless they came out with the one, if I get another, I don't think they came on with this expansion and collector's edition. If it doesn't have one, I probably won't change. Probably stick as Lawfell and just see how it goes. And I can't wait to have fun with all you guys. I cannot wait. And don't worry, I won't be spoiling anything on my channel. At least I'll probably wait to do any story stuff until about 2 to 3 weeks into Endwalker. So don't worry about any spoilers. We'll deal with that later. Um, I would pretty much when I first getting into it, I'm leveling Reaper to 80, Summoner 80 because my Summoner 72 now. Because last night I realized I was watching some of the other guys' patch notes, and I didn't know this, but they're resetting all the levels. So whatever beginning of any level that any of your jobs are on, any classes are on, are all getting reset. I had like 5 or 6 classes that were like halfway or quarter of the way to the next level. I was like, oh fuck. So I spent all day yesterday going each class and leveling it to the next just into the next level, so I don't lose a bunch of experience on any of the classes or jobs. And that was fun. That's what I did my last day. So now I'm just waiting, and I don't know. Like I'm gonna work on my book today, and just relax, let my mind cool off. And when I get up, I'm probably gonna try to get up early as hell in the morning. Let the download happen. Hopefully, I can get the download done within an hour or so. I might just wait till like get up at my alarm at 3, get up, get on my computer, hit the download button so it starts to download the next, the update, and then just go back to bed and then get up in the morning. Hopefully the download will be done. Get the kids off to school and then fucking hit it hard and just get into the game. Oh my god. I'm just I can't wait. Can't wait to try Reaper. I can't wait to try the summoner changes. I can't wait to see, you know, what this game has now in store for all of us. Not just myself, but all of you, every one of us. This is it. This is our time. This is just Shadowbring was so incredible. The story, the characters, how they played, the raids, there was so much. The restoration of Isgard, so all crafters and gatherers really got I got my gatherers almost all the way to 80 now. My Fisher I just hit 80. Now I gotta figure out how to do white scripts because I never done that before. So I gotta figure all that stuff out. I just and I plan to I plan on getting my DPS, whatever I decided to go as Reaper or Summoner or whatever, or Monk. I plan on taking that through the story. And then as I get areas, I'm going to level up my Gatherer so I can go in and start making me some good guild because I want to get my Miner all the way to 80 and then like to 90 as fast as possible, geared up. I want to have the guild help me gear them up so that I can gather like the better stuff for everyone in the guild so they can craft and start selling so we can make more money. And God, so much I want to do. I'm blown away. I'm excited, but it's been almost a half an hour, and I only want to make like a 10-minute video. But tonight, please join me and my brother, and especially if you're a 14 creator. I'm trying to get a hold of some others that I think would be fun to, if I could just get them, even if I can't get them on my channel, maybe set up a time where I can get on their channel and we could just talk about this game before Endwalker comes out tomorrow, because I would love to do that and just sit down with people and be like, so what was their experiences? What was my experiences? And I fucking love this game. Thank you for being here. If you watched to the end, if you're still watching, thank you for being here. Thank you for, listening to me talk about all kinds of different stuff. And going off a little bit there, I just I'm excited and I'm happy. It's finally time. 2 weeks ago when they delayed it, my heart like sank. I was like, whoa, what did he say? I was like, oh. But thank God it is now it's almost time. God, thank you all for being here. Be safe, be healthy, stay good to each other. And I will see you guys next time in the Myriasphere Origins. Peace out.